Namah Shivaya, this is Darshana here with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming each and every one of you here to my space with all my love and all my heart. Today in this video, we are going to tap into the energy of the 1212, the 1212 Ascension Portal. What exactly does the number 1212 mean? Ones are about initiation, about leadership, about taking actions, and two is about partnership. So the message of 1212 is that you are receiving a lot of divine support as you take courageous steps. And this is a time of great expansion, and your angels and guides are helping you to step into a new reality, into a new version of yourself. So 1212 is a divine alignment activation code that is reminding you that you're stepping into a higher version of yourself that is more soul aligned to your path. So this 1212 is a portal that's opening up as your timeline is shifting. So trust what is unfolding, because there is a greater purpose and a path that is unfolding in your life that you may not be able to see yet. So let's open up the space and ask our angels, what is it that you are needing to know with this 1212 gateway activation? So first, let's ask the angels, what is the energetic doorway that you are stepping into with this 1212? The energetic doorway, the portal message for the collective. Thank you. Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe in is right. This is the doorway. You are not going to back down from your goals. You are not going to back down from what you believe is right. And your angels and guides are going to support you in this. What is the energetic doorway that the collective is stepping into, angels? Thank you. The Lovers, Archangel Raphael with the number 6. Intimate relationships and weighing decisions and good health. I'm also seeing big choices, open heart. So open-heartedness. You're not going to be afraid to speak your truth. You're going to be open. If it is a love relationship that you are wanting to express, you're wanting to step into, you're wanting to come into union with somebody, you're not going to be afraid to speak up. You're going to take that aligned action, and you're going to find that courage. You're going to find that you're being inspired, you're being guided to take those big choices, heartfelt big choices. So I see the energy. The doorway that you're stepping into is big-hearted energy. Beautiful. The Lovers is a very, very powerful message here to begin with this 1212 portal. Now let's ask the angels, where is your energy at? What is your current frequency? What is the current frequency of the collective, angels? The King of Fire, which is the King of Wands. So I see you being very strong, very motivated, very enthusiastic, charismatic. You're tapping into your leadership qualities. And as you're tapping into your leadership qualities, you are ready to take action. You are ready to lead others through your example. You are ready to set an example for others to follow. You are ready to take aligned actions towards your goals, towards entrepreneurship, towards your dreams. Okay, so you are stepping into your current frequency is very much matching the Lovers, that now you're ready to take bold, courageous steps. That's who the King of Wands is, whether you're male or female. So focus, focus, focus. That's what your energy is at. Communicate your vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. That's what the angels are sharing here with you. I love that frequency because your frequency is very motivational. It's very ambitious. It's very charismatic. With this charisma, motivation, and ambition, you're going to draw to you, by the law of attraction, motivating, creative people who are going to be supporting you, who are going to follow you, who are going to collaborate with you with that Lover's energy. That's a huge collaboration. They are going to take a chance on you. They're going to take a chance with you. That's another part that I'm hearing. Beautiful. I love the current energy. And what is the portal activating within you? Okay. What is this new identity, karmic shift, or a timeline shift that this 1212 portal is activating within you? What is the portal activating, angels, in the collective? We have here the Queen of Air. And we're going to get a message from here also. What is the portal activating in the collective angels? What is the portal activating in them? Okay. Do you want to see what we got? Do you want to see what you got? Yes, of course. All right, first let's start with this one. Do you see this? Miracles. 3-3. This is what this timeline, this portal of 1212 is activating in your life. The frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of the source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Anything and everything is possible. Big choices. Don't back down. You're going to have self-belief. You're going to believe in yourself very, very strongly. That is what the portal is activating. When you believe in yourself, you believe that the universe is going to deliver what your heart is desiring. When it is activated and coming from a heart space, it's not coming from ego. This is coming from your heart. When something's coming from the heart, you take one step. 1212 means you take one step and the universe supports you twice over by giving you that support, by bringing in people, by bringing in opportunities, by bringing in relationships that is going to activate your soul purpose, that's going to put you on the path of your soul purpose. So therefore, you are being activated into high levels where people are going to say, wow, look at the miracles that have unfolded in my viewer's life. People are going to look to you as an example of what miraculous life looks like. Okay, when you're stepping into the portal, this is the beginning phase where you're going to start to see a lot of synchronicity. So pay attention to that. Number synchronicities, people, okay, you've got animals, you've got feathers, you've got a lot of things. I mean, one of the things that is the most amazing that I love to see when I see a synchronicities and I know I'm manifesting is when I'm driving, no matter how busy it is, I notice, especially when I'm just by myself in my car, the lights are all turning green. So every time the light turns green, while I'm ready to go, it looks like it's red right there. Maybe I'll need to stop, but no, somehow it just turns green. So I'm getting a message, Archana, your path is clear. It's go, go, go time. You're on the right path. So look for those synchronicities because the universe is responding to all the steps that you're taking, to every step that requires courage, that requires for you to let go of something of the past and step into something very unknown, which can be pretty fearful. But you are being courageous with that number one. As you're being courageous, the universe is giving you that support, is giving you that love, is giving you I'm hearing the warm blanket. That's what I'm hearing. So the question was, what is the portal activating? Miracles. Okay, and we got here the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. What I'm channeling with the Queen of Swords energy, and I'm going to close my eyes and see what my angels and guides are saying here in my heart. With the Queen of Swords, what is being activated for you is the clarity of mind, is your ability to communicate. So charisma comes in when you're able to communicate very clearly what your heart is. You're not being cold, you're not being detached, but you're being very clear-headed. So that clear-headedness, logical, the clarity of mind, this is what I need to do. These are the steps that need to be taken, and I'm willing to put in the time and effort because you've got that passion, you've got that desire. With a King of Fire being activated, your frequency being very passionate, is being very driven, is being ambitious. But this ambition is not running wild. This ambition is running with clarity of mind. This is the focus. These are the things. These are the structures I need to put in place. These are the systems I need to put into place. These are the things in which I need to do. And you're getting clarity of mind. So objective decision making. You're not being ruled by emotions, meaning you're getting mastery of your mind. You're getting mastery of the emotions, that you're observing the emotions, but you're not going to start to be swayed by emotions or going in one direction or the other or coming from a place of reaction. Now you're holding back and understanding, do I really need to respond to this one? Does it really need that response? Should I just react and want to get the last word in and I need to be right? No, this is not working in my favor. So I don't need to engage in this conflict. I don't need to engage in this drama. I don't need to engage when someone is having an eruption or having their own bad day. So I've had my day. I can understand someone having a bad day. So even if they're taking it out on me, it is not directed really towards me. It is their own process. So you're going to learn discernment. See, I haven't read anything yet. I'm picking up discernment. You're going to learn discernment. That is what is being activated. You're going to also be very objective in your thinking. Okay. So if in the past you were kind of wishy-washy or you were not sure which direction to go, I see you being very strategic. Yes, strategic. Now let's look at what the angels have here. Very independent, experienced, okay, realistic and witty, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, and seeing a humor in situations. And I love this, and I want to put in the witty and finding humor. So sometimes to make a very difficult, crazy situation light is to actually make light of it, not make fun of the other person, but to take it very lightly. Like, I mean, I've had this in my life very recently, and it was just very interesting. And I'm like, oh my God, that was such a toddler behavior. And the old version of me would have been really gotten upset at, like, how ridiculous, how can you do this? And now it's just kind of like, oh my gosh, I have to deal with another toddler right now. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I just kind of let it go. And I just felt like it didn't ruin the relationships. It was in that moment I could see that the person was acting out or being childish in their expression, and kind of letting it go. So you'll start to observe that these are the ways, and it'll show up differently for each one of you. I'm just sharing with you when I'm seeing this, and I actually shared that with somebody saying, I just kind of made it like funny. Oh my gosh, all right, all right, more toddlers, bring it on. And make light of a situation so it diffuses, and you're not holding on to anger, resentment, and why they should have done that and I should have said this. No, no, my energy is very important. I need to keep my mind on a high focus, high energy, high vibrancy, high strategy, right? So when you're keeping your mind on a high strategy, on the goal that is important, the goal is not to get swayed and sucked into this, to the old pattern. So you're releasing that. That's what I'm seeing is the portal that is activating. So that is a new identity. That is the karmic shift. That is the timeline shift that you are stepping into. Beautiful. Thank you. Wow, that was a lot of channeling. Thank you. Now let's look at the number 4. What is your soul manifesting? What is it that your soul is calling in right now? Which is the magician energy. Magician is all about manifesting. And we already said that the 1212 is about manifesting. Your thoughts are manifesting very fast. You're very magnetic, and charisma is on the rise with the 1212. So now, with that, what is it that your soul is manifesting? Please note that this is a general reading, okay? What is the collective's soul manifesting? Collaboration. We got the 3 of earth. Let me take one from here. What are they manifesting, angels? Freedom. Beautiful. I love that. Let's start with this one. The first word is freedom here. You see that? Beautiful. Freedom. Your soul is manifesting, whether this is freedom of expression, whether it is freedom of creativity, freedom to speak what I want to speak and not be afraid, okay? Not be controlled by other people's opinions. I want to feel free in having enough wealth and finances. I want the freedom. Maybe you want freedom from a toxic relationship. Okay. Maybe you want freedom from being single and now you want to be connected with somebody. Freedom is a very, very personal choice, but this is sovereignty of the soul. When the soul feels free to be able to experience and to be able to make mistakes, it's okay to make mistakes, because it is through making mistakes, it is through hitting some dead ends, it is through not having our goals manifest and not having the love that we want and desired, not having the relationships that we had hoped and fantasized and idealized not manifest, that we are able to see what is it that we need to shift within ourselves? What is it that we need to do within ourselves to attract that in us? So all those have been beautiful learning lessons, and all those have been beautiful closed doors that have taught us many things. So when you begin to look at your mistakes, so-called mistakes or failures and successes with the same beautiful energy, You're not putting greater focus on success, or you're putting too much focus on failure. So the failure, so-called failure, right? The failure and successes are treated equally. They're treated equally with love. Like, yes, this is great that I'm getting applauded here. Okay, these closed doors have taught me something. So together, amalgamating the light and the dark is the perfect alignment that the 1-2-1-2 also talks about. So over here, we are asking, what is it that you're manifesting? That's the freedom that we talked about. 3 of Earth is all about collaboration. It's about maybe support, collaborative teamwork. Okay, where you're working, you want people to get along, people to be on the same page, people to bring in their own creativity, and you build something. So building of teams, having harmony in relationships, having harmony in your home front, having harmony within yourself, but with others. You're not living in hermitage. You're not living by yourself under, a rock. You are here on earth. You're here with people. So your soul is manifesting to work towards a goal, work with others. And I'm seeing that over here. The power of creativity, recognition for high quality work, and to be a team player. Maybe in the past you've had people who were not team players. I've channeled a lot of that in my readings. If you have not seen some of those readings, it's been a theme that I feel I've been channeling. So I'm definitely picking up that as an energy that's playing out in the collective right now. That we've had like all these discord, we've had a lot of karmic, and everything's karmic, but here when I'm talking about karmic, it's like the heavy tension filled karma, karmic people showing up in our lives, in the work, in your clients, in your business partnerships, in your leaderships, in your teams, right? Whatever, or your subordinates, or the company itself, right? Very, very karmic. Now, your soul is really wanting to manifest something where, hey, that's my creative expression. That's yours. Let's bring everything together. Let's bring our different skills and talents together so we can pool that and actually create a synergistic effect. Because working alone versus bringing in talents of other people can create a far greater output than you individually doing that alone, or them individually doing it. So you're bringing different talent. Maybe somebody is very good with accounting, and while the other person is very good with social media, and another person is very good with this strategic and mind thinking, and there's another person who is very focused on, okay, this is diligence, this is what we need to do. That's wonderful to have great ideas, but it needs practical roots. Okay, the accounting team is going to tell you, well, this is where the money flow is. So having that synergy is what your soul is manifesting. Freedom, right? Freedom. I love that. Thank you, angels. Thank you. So now, question number 5. What needs to be surrendered? Meaning, this is our hanged man energy. The 12 in tarot is the hanged man, which is the patterns or beliefs or timelines that you've been too attached to. Let go. Let go. And live. Let's see. 8 of Earth as what needs to be surrendered. Let me take one more message on what needs to be surrendered. I already get a channeled message with that. Okay. So what needs to be surrendered is a pattern. So there is a pattern of work. Okay, I'm definitely seeing that. With the 8 of Earth is a really very positive card. Okay, it's a very positive energy. If I didn't show you 8 of Earth, which is the 8 of Pentacles, which is somebody who works very diligently, who's very focused, and who's working on mastery. Now, when we are saying what needs to be surrendered, 2 very polar messages are coming through. The first is surrender that yes, you're putting in the hard work. There may be the tendency to feel, I don't know if my hard work is really yielding anything. Oh my God, I've been putting so much time and effort and there's hardly anything to show. Or how long will it take to master the skill? When will I achieve that level of success or that level of freedom, right? Because your soul is wanting that freedom, right? That collaboration. When is that collaboration going to come? When will I be able to collaborate and have people on my team? So surrender the timeline. Your hard work will be paid off. Don't back down. Continue to do. That's a portal message. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe and continue to do that. With the stand up to what you believe, I got from this deck 7 of Wands as the clarifier for the 8 of Earth, 8 of Pentacles. as what you need to surrender. What you also need to surrender first is this is all about divine timing, okay? Where you may be asking, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Is it time yet? Is it time yet? That's one. And the second, I'm absolutely getting a very different vibe here. And I must be picking up on some people's energies here on this. And what you need to surrender over here, my friends, is a certain way. You may have pursued your career, you may have pursued your dreams, you may have pursued a certain aspect, a certain way of doing things, okay? And I'm sensing here that what this portal is bringing in is a shift, is bringing in these miracles. This collaboration can happen when you are not that rigid. Okay, so it never speaks of rigidity, but that is what I'm picking up right now for some people here, that you have a rigid pattern of doing things a certain way. Now it's time to kind of loosen the grip on that a little bit. And maybe there may be some shifts, some meandering that needs to take place for that collaboration to take place, for these collaborative people, for these supportive people to show up in your life. That's what needs to be surrendered. Look at work, look at working. You may have been an expert in a certain industry. You may have had an expertise and a lot of success in a certain way in which you did things. But now what you need to surrender is even that way, because I also see the death card at the bottom of the deck. The death card actually talks about an ending. Maybe some things your soul is wanting you to shift and learn something different. So be open. Be open to learning a new way, a new system, instituting new practices, looking at things from a different perspective is going to help you. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. Thank you, angels. So now with all of this, let's ask the sixth question, which is about divine support. How are your guides supporting you in your elevation? Because you're definitely elevated. So how are your guides supporting you in your elevation? Seven of Cups. And we take from this deck also. Ooh, okay, I'll take both of them. So how are your what divine support you're getting, right? How are your guides supporting you in your elevation? First is the psychic senses, okay? And it's Archangel Raziel, and Archangel Ariel is here with joy and love, okay? And we got here the Seven of Cups. So how the angels and guides are helping you is sometimes Seven of Cups can be a lot of fantasy, a lot of dreaming. And I'm seeing over here that the angels and guides are helping you to awaken to a lot of your psychic energy, which is your divine feminine, which is activating the subtler, not just something what you can see, right? Like what you can see. Even though the portal is activating the mind, it's activating what you can see, the logic mind, but how they are supporting you is activating, oh, all the lights turn green. To me, that means it's a go. And I was thinking about that particular project. Okay, so the angels are giving me a specific message about a go, go, go. I'm on the right path. Whatever I'm doing is on the right path. Do you understand that even though you're getting the clarity over here, how the angels gave you that particular message, that's the psychic senses. That's what I'm helping you to understand with an example, like your psychic senses about knowing, okay, this is what it feels right. You know what? This doesn't feel right. This doesn't seem right. So I'm not going to be investing money, time, and energy in this. So you're getting clarity of mind, but how they're helping you is to awaken your intuition, okay, with the psychic senses. And joy and love. You are being guided towards more joyful moments and more moments of love, like creating those moments. You may have noticed that the angels are bringing in, maybe there are some weddings, or there's some other celebrations or birthday parties or other parties, and where you're hanging out with friends, you're hanging out with family, you're having work parties, work get-togethers, or you're hanging out like in the evenings or whatever that may be, right? I just said evenings because I may have seen somebody enjoying themselves in the evening. So I'm seeing that they're helping you to awaken and unlock these codes of manifestation through joy and through love. So I see you opening up to love. That's how they're supporting you. Now with this Seven of Cups, it can be that they've brought in a lot of exciting opportunities to you. So you may be in that fantasy land, like, oh, I could do this, I could do this. So they're helping you fulfill your heart and emotions through many varied experiences, right? So sometimes we say the Seven of Cups can be confusion, it can be illusion. No. So they want you to dream. They want you to experience different experiences, have those different experiences. So remember, we said we don't know the bigger purpose of why certain things are unfolding in your life. Even this part of so-called confusion is a part of how angels are helping you. They want you to be in the dreamland. They want you to connect with them because you're deepening your spiritual self. You're deepening your connection to your spiritual self. You're deepening your connection to your angels and guides. That's how they're helping you. Thank you, angels. That was beautiful. Number 7. Now we're going to ask the question of, what is the 7th question I have? Aligned action. Yes. This is the energy of 1, right? We have 1, 2, 1, 2. Where the number 1 energy wants you to lead and initiate. Number 1, the 1 energy. Aligned action. Thank you. Let's see. Let us see the big reveal. Aligned action is 9 of Cups. Now, this is so beautiful. I'm seeing so much Cups energy, right? They're helping you with that fantasy land and think of those and be in the emotionally fulfilling to try out different experiences. Now, aligned action is to go forth for your dreams. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is wishes coming true, to surrender, to take a leap of faith. I see that, okay, I'm ready to jump into this because I love this. I feel it in my core. I get that sense and I'm going to do it. So this is that inspiration from the King of Fire, that passion, the ignition, and you're feeling it out in the emotions. It's not just passion. Your emotional body is all charged up and you are driven towards that. Now, whether we already got Lovers as the portal activation, this can be picking up a job, picking up an entrepreneurship, or picking up something that you absolutely love to do, a hobby. You are in love with somebody. Now you go and express that. So I see you going after your heart's desires, your wish coming true, concerns fading away, a beautiful love life. Look at that aligned action. So this also speaks of, by the way, this also speaks of you taking courageous steps, because we're talking about aligned actions. You feel that love, be loving. You want to give compliments to somebody because you genuinely mean it. This is not for flattery. This is because you genuinely are bubbling with all that love. Express. This is the time for that expression. Put out that energy into the universe of love, of joy, because that is the place for manifestation. No wonder I was dancing like before this. I did some meditation, and then during the meditation, I started to dance. I'm like, why am I feeling this energy? Oh, because today I decided to do the 12-12 reading. That's why. That's why. Because your wishes are coming true. And the angels want you to follow your heart's desire. I'll take one more message on that. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, aren't we? Aren't we the ones who are sitting in leadership? I am sitting on my throne, strong and connected to the element of earth, to practicality, through nurturance of the self, nurturance of other people, nurturance of my mind, nurturance of my spiritual self, nurturance of my body, nurturance of so many things, right? Like the list can go on and on. That's beautiful. So this is what the angels and guides want you to do. Nurture yourself, people around you. You are that wise person, okay? Whether it's with your team members, whether it's in your company, whether it's with your siblings, whether it is with your children, whether it is with other family members, your friends. You are very wise. You're very nurturing. You're very kind. You've gone through many challenges and you understand when someone is in their shadow. You understand when someone is behaving like a toddler. Yeah. Sure. So express your emotions. You absolutely, that is the direction to go. Thank you, angels. That was beautiful. I feel so good. And from the other deck, the 9 of Cups had flown out when I was preparing the decks. And I said, I wonder. I just wondered, Will this come out, angels? It was just a fleeting thought. Oh, now we are on number 8, which is our final message, which is the blessing, the shift, the upgrade. Okay, this is the upgrade. This is your divine reward. What is the divine reward for the collective angels? Their upgrade with this 1212. What is their upgrade? What is the divine support? Well, what is their divine upgrade? Strength God. I love that. I will take one from here. This is your new upgraded self. What is their upgrade? What is the divine upgrade of the 1212? Thank you, angels. And I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Let me see the big reveal here. The 7 of Swords. Wow. The shift, the upgrade. The shift, the upgrade. And this is what's calling to me. The collaborator. Look at how synchronistic this is. Let's start with the first one we got. We got Archangel Ariel with number 11. Okay. So the number 11 is great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. So that is your blessing. That is such a powerful timeline shift for the people who betrayed you, for the people who may have said hurtful things to your face, behind your back, all of that. Okay, all the unkindness, all the words that were said to hurt you. You have grown, and that's why that Queen of Pentacles comes through. Okay, as your aligned action, very nurturing to yourself. You've learned discernment. I used the word discernment earlier in the reading. So I see that you're going to have great inner strength to draw healthy boundaries, to bring forgiveness in, to kind of just look at to the past. Okay, I learned the lesson. I will walk in with eyes wide open. Okay, you can be discerning, you can be all loving, but yet discernment in play. You can be all in relationships, but not with your eyes closed, but with your eyes open. Okay, so you are keeping your energy as to where you belong, which is on that throne, that empowerment, the empowered leader. That's who you are, male or female. You're sitting on that throne, responsible, good judge of character, forgiving where it needs to be, drawing healthy boundaries, discerning where you need to be, right? So understanding to draw healthy boundaries is part of this, is part of that. And also realizing to be compassionate and to be kind and understand that goals and dreams take time to manifest. They time to take root, whether it's in yourself or in other people. Okay, maybe this is like a mentor. You're going to be like a mentor to someone. But I see you bringing light in. Okay, and I also see you bringing light in to other people who may be running away from their shadow, who may be running away from facing the truth. You may be helping other people, and that's a big blessing. That's a big energy shift that is coming to you with this portal. Okay, we'll take a final closing message with that. What is this blessing or the energy shift, that upgrade that my collective is receiving with the 1212 angels? It's so beautiful. Thank you for making me a channel today. I hope you've enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoy doing these and bringing these messages for you. Okay, this one wants to come. Oh, I'd already pulled one. Okay, well, I guess the second one wants to come and I'm going to leave it right there. I can't believe I'd already pulled one. Okay, so the blessing or the shift upgrade, I guess there's a double shift that's happening, is the collaborator, the moon energy, which is very much our feminine energy. So I see that I co-create to create. So very cooperative. That's the next phase. Very connective, supportive, right? Empathetic, responsible. I said all these things to you, right? Accepting, inclusive, if I didn't say that. Very reliable. Now you're stepping into a very co-creative phase because that's what your soul wants, to work with other people, to co-create with others, right? Beautiful. Now, this was a mystery extra message. This would be our final message for us. We have here the advocate, Saturn. Okay, some of you may have strong Saturn placements. I align with the greater good for all. So some of you may be here moving into an area where you're going to be supporting other people. You're going to be an advocate, a humanitarian, right? Very resourceful. People are going to see you as someone who's very resilient, outspoken, and also a champion. A champion. I see you champion. I see you driven, devoted, and passionate. That's why you're already here. This is what's already being activated. So with the Saturn, there's a lot of sun I'm seeing over here. Do you see that there are two people? There's again an alignment that's coming in. And that's what you are stepping into. That is your divine upgrade that's happening with the 1212 portal. Wow. Sending you many, many blessings of love and light. May this portal activate the highest and the best for you. If you'd like to work with me, I help you uncover your blockages that is stopping you from living your greatest potential. You can reach out to me with the email that's given in the description box of this video. But if this is where our journey ends, I send you many blessings of love and light. Namaste.